Cronkite NewsWatch starts right now.
Good evening and welcome to Cronkite NewsWatch. I'm Sydney Hujik.
And I'm Michael Carungi. Thanks for joining us tonight.
An empty plot of land and the right to build a casino. That's what the Tohono O'odham tribe is after in a battle against the state. A hearing that wrapped up last night at the U.S. District Courthouse signals a lawsuit may be coming to a close. In a hearing late yesterday, the state claimed that the tribe and their proposal to build a West Valley casino violates Proposition 202, which caps the number of casinos statewide. The Tohono tribe maintained the state knew they were in talks to buy the Glendale land, and the proposition should not bar them from building a new casino. But attorneys for the state argue they just want the voters' decision honored.
All the tribes in Maricopa County work together to negotiate a market-based approach to Indian gaming based on the existing tribal boundaries, and we're just trying to make sure that that agreement that was entered into by all the parties and approved by the voters of the state of Arizona is honored.
Judge David Campbell is expected to make a ruling soon, in which he could decide in favor of one side or proceed to a full trial.
The U.S. Senate's top Democrat says there will be a showdown vote on Thursday in an effort to enact tougher national gun laws. Some Republicans have threatened to filibuster a bill that would expand background checks for gun purchases. Senate Majority Leader Harry Reid said he had hoped to get a bipartisan deal before Thursday's procedural vote. Reid needs 60 votes to begin Senate consideration of the bill. Meanwhile, the latest outbreak of violence on a college campus was a stabbing spree. More than a dozen people were wounded in a midday attack at Lone Star Community College campus near Houston, Texas. The stabbing suspect is in custody. He is a 21-year-old enrolled at the school. According to reports, a faculty member took down the suspect and held him down until authorities arrived.
The issue of border security brought a top federal official to the Valley today. Today, Mayor Stanton joined other Arizona mayors, police officers, and the nation's drug policy director on how to combat drug smuggling across the border. Officials say it's vital to meet face-to-face on such an important issue.
The important part about this is that local law enforcement needs to be in the position to protect everyone within their community, regardless of status. And the better job that we do on the border, the more it allows them to do that. It's a cooperative effort, but we know that it makes a lot of sense to have a more secure border.
Officials say there has been a decrease in cocaine smuggling, but an increase in synthetic drugs. There are twice as many Border Patrol agents today as there were in 2004.
As the immigration debate continues to heat up in our nation's capital, California Senator Dianne Feinstein says that the ongoing conflict between the agricultural industry and the farm workers union has finally been settled. The two industries have been at odds over worker wages as well as the policy on visas for workers living in the U.S. Meanwhile, senators continue to work on border securing legislation, as well as a path to citizenship for foreign workers in the U.S.
Limits for prescribed treatment are being issued in urgent care clinics around the Valley as part of a national effort to reduce the overuse of antibiotics. NextCare urgent care clinics across the Valley say they'll start enforcing the new guidelines. The American Academy of Pediatrics is restricting doctors from giving prescriptions to children with ear infections unless the pain is severe or the eardrum is ruptured. Medical officials say an ear infection is something most kids can naturally fight off without antibiotics.
Residents of Scottsdale may soon hear an unfamiliar sound echoing through the streets: ice cream trucks. Mobile food trucks have not been allowed to operate in the city since the 1970s because of fears that they were drug fronts. Now the Scottsdale City Council is planning to reconsider the ban at a meeting tonight. Cronkite News will be at the meeting and we'll bring you the details tomorrow on what the city decides.
And that's all the time we have for now. Thanks for joining us tonight.
We'll see you back here tomorrow night for the latest in news, weather, and sports. Good night.